You see this empty space? I'm going to fill it with my body. Now we're going to pretend that my bookshelf has not just been decimated because I need to redo the whole dang thing because we moved. I love these books. I can't wait to read them. I get so up my alley. So up my alley. Up my alley. It's so up my alley. Okay. I should like put a disclaimer on all my videos. Author names will probably get mangled on this channel, but I'm trying, folks. Hi guys, it's Kate, and today I'm here with 10 releases I'm dying to read in the first half of 2018. I know I should have had 18, but guys, the truth is I'm gonna read more than 18, so I have to pick a number. So 10 it is. Shall we get started? I think we shall. The first book I am dying to read is The Undead Girl Gang by Lily Anderson. This is a Razorville release coming out on May 8th, and I'm so excited to read it. I mean, girls, guys, it's described as Veronica Mars meets The Craft. How awesome is that hook? You had me sold, Penguin. You had me sold. If anybody has ever watched The Craft or The Covenant, you know that should be freaky. That's like freaky. And you know what? I'm ready to see zombies in not a typical The Walking Dead kind of way. The second book I'm really dying to read is The Academy by Kaddi Sissy? I don't know. It's S-I-S-E. Let me know if you know how to pronounce that. It's about a teenage fashionista blogger who's gotten into trouble more than a little bit. So now her parents are sending her to, guess what, military school. And basically she's there to prove that one can be fashion conscious and still heck it in military academy. It comes out on the 22nd of May, and I'm so there. It's unreal. By the way, one of the reasons I wanted to pick up this book is that one of my favorite YouTube makeup gurus, Jackie Aina, has served in the military. She has served her country, girl, and she is an amazing, wonderful person who just has a flair for makeup and design, and she's a very conscientious person. You should go check out her channel. She's taught me so much, and I love the fact that she's so like just low-key about how she served her country, because it just, to her, it's like one of the things she did. It's like what she ate for breakfast yesterday. I have served my country. And, you know, she is just not what people stereotypically think of when they think someone who's been in the military. So this book is for you, Jackie. Jackie. The third book I'm reading this year, in the first half of the year, is More Than Words by Mia Sheridan. This is a contemporary romance from Hachette Forever. It's about two 11-year-olds who kind of gravitate towards each other. The guy is very troubled, and so is the girl, but they kind of take care of each other and they take solace in their relationship. But finally they realize that, you know, they have that awkward first kiss where they realize that their feelings go beyond just friendship, this need to help each other, they've fallen in love. But the guy then goes and disappears on the girl, and they meet years down the line. Dudes, you know I love me friends to lovers, and I love second chance. You telling me you're gonna give me both in one book? Like, I'm so there, it's unreal. Mia Sheridan, if this is as good as I think it's going to be, I thank you now in advance for the awesomeness you're about to bestow on the world on the 12th of June. I'm even more excited that you're doing it on the 12th of June, because that's like an early birthday present for me. So like, yes, thank you very much. I thank you right now. The fourth book I'm going to be reading is The Life Lucy Knew by Karma Brown. So Lucy is this woman who's been leading her life until she hits her head and wakes up in the hospital, and she discovers that her life has all been a lie. Not that she's living a double life or that her husband's a spy, but because she has a condition which is basically that her mind makes up these false memories, but these false memories are, well, lies. lies. So everything that she thinks is true is not, and she has to come to terms with what the actual truth is and decide the life she wants to lead and who she is, because, well, you know, your experiences shape you. So if everything you've been living for the last 4 years has been a lie, I think you take time to reevaluate yourself. The Life Lucy Knew is coming out on June 12th. I'm so intrigued by this concept of false memory because we all experience it to some extent. I know a lot of times I think about saying something to someone and then I don't say it, but I've thought about it so much that I think I've said it. And then that person will be like, why didn't you tell me this? And I'm like, but I did. And they're like, you must have thought about it. I'm like, shit. So can you imagine that being your entire life for 4 years? 4 years is not a small amount of time to lose, guys. I'm trying to read more women's fiction. I need them feels. Give me them feels. The 5th book I'm going to be reading is Before I Let You Go by Kelly Rimmer. It's about Lexi, who has a drug addict sister, and she calls her up in the middle of the night and, well, she's strung out and she's going into premature labor. She doesn't want to go to the hospital or to the police because, well, you know, this is not her first offense and, well, they're going to probably arrest her and definitely take the baby away from her. So the entire book long, Lexi is really trying to struggle to take care of this newborn baby. Her sister goes into rehab, but her life is kind of turned upside down by this kid. And really, it's about a story of really wondering how much is she willing to risk for her sister, who has up to date just really kind of been a pain in the butt, but family is family. So I really like the idea of exploring the concept of how far you can stretch family ties until they break. And, you know, we might not think about it, but every bond in our lives is breakable. We just have to find the right thing to break it if that's what you want to do. So, you know, trust is a big thing, and there seems to be no trust here. So I want to see how the book ends. Are they going to reconcile? Is she going to go through it, or is she just going to walk away? I want to know. I'm intrigued. Before I Let You Go by Kelly Rimmer is coming out on April 3rd. So, hello, spring read. The 6th book I'm going to be reading is After Anna by Lisa Scottolin. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. After Anna is definitely a psychological domestic thriller. It is about this family. Basically, this couple have finally gotten married and everything's hunky-dory, but the wife had a child that she gave up, I think, when she was younger, and now this child comes back into her life. She's feeling happy. She's got the man that she wanted. He's feeling happy. You know, his wife, his daughter is coming back, and they all knew that it was going to be a bit of an adjustment. Then the daughter, whose name is Anna, is murdered, and Noah, the husband, is accused of murdering her. So this poor woman now thinks, I had a husband, I had a child, I have no husband because he possibly murdered my child. And she searches for the truth. Maggie searches for the truth to find out, did the man she loved kill her daughter? This so reminded me of that episode, I think it's the 3rd season of Body of Proof, with the psych patient who convinced everybody that her mother locked her up in the psych ward because the mother killed her baby sister, when in reality it was her. Spoiler alert, if y'all haven't watched Body of Proof, sorry, I apologize. The moral of the lesson is sometimes the scariest monsters live with us, and After Anna can just show you how you might never see it coming. You don't see it coming and it gets you anyway. This is coming out from St. Martin's Press on April 10th, so hello, I'm waiting. The next women's fiction book that I'm going to be reading this year is Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell. There are 2 L's. Jewell? I don't know, okay? So 10 years ago, Ellie, this woman's daughter, Ellie, disappears, and Laurel, that's the mom, is trying to get her life back together. She finally goes to this cafe, meets this really charming guy, and, you know, things are going great, they're dating, and, you know, along the way, they get to that stage of comfort and, like, you know, mutual love and respect with each other, that they want to introduce each other to each other's families. So he invites her to come meet his daughters. Only the problem is the youngest daughter is a dead ringer for Ellie. Poppy, who may or may not be Ellie, kind of brings back all of those questions of what happened to Laurel's daughter, what happened to her, and if Poppy is indeed Ellie, how did this man, Floyd, how did Floyd get her child? Did he abduct him? The questions never stop. This is one of those books that I'm hoping gives me all the feels, my love. I want them feels in my heart. I love the idea of this book because it's really hard to let go of someone without some sort of resolution. It's very different when you cut someone out of your life because you know why you cut them out, but when someone you love and care about just suddenly disappears out of your life, it's scary. You wonder, why did this have to happen? This is coming out from Atria Books on April 24th. I'm looking forward to it, and you should be too. The 8th book I'm looking forward to reading is The Innocent Wife by Amy Lloyd. I summarize. There's this lady in England named Samantha who's watching a true crime, documentary on TV about this really bad guy named Dennis who done brutally killed a little girl. After watching the documentary, she feels like this guy, Dennis, is not actually guilty. So she works hard, they exchange letters, and they kind of fall in love, and she campaigns for his release. They're successful, and he gets released, and they get married. Unfortunately, some really dicey things he be doing, and it sets her spidey sense tingling, wondering that maybe he did kill that girl after all. And then she comes across some new details that point to him being the real killer of that little girl, and she thinks, what the fuck have I done? I just released this man out of prison, like, oh my god. So after reading Stillhouse Lake by Rachel Kane, I have been really dying for a thriller about a woman who's married to a serial killer. I love this twist because, in Stillhouse Lake, she didn't know she was marrying a serial killer. She found out after the fact. But this one kind of knew that her husband might have murderous tendencies. And I like the idea of thinking that you could be so in love with someone that you could be so blind that even when people have told you this person is bad, you still could be rocking with that until they do something that makes you personally suspicious. This is a Harlequin release, I think, from Hanover Square, and it's coming out March 6th. The 9th book I'm reading is The Wife Between Us by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen. Pekkanen? I tried. Here, I'm just going to read you a bit of the back cover. It says, when you read this book, you will make many assumptions. You will assume that you're reading about a jealous wife. You will assume she's obsessed with her replacement, a beautiful younger woman who's about to marry the man they both love. You'll assume that you know the anatomy of this tangled love triangle. Assume nothing. The Wife Between Us exposes the secret complexities of an enviable marriage and the dangerous truths we ignore in the name of love. Read between the lies. The blurb for this is so vague, but it intrigues me. And the cover is amazing. Can we just bring that up again? Like, how amazing is it? Like, sexiness is happening right there. Psychological domestic thriller, hello. St. Martin's Press, hello. This is coming out on the 9th, so I don't have that long to wait. And the 10th and last book I'm really looking forward to read in the first half of 2018 is actually already out. It came out on the 2nd, and it's Spring Girls by Anna Todd. This is a modern retelling of Little Women. I'm obsessed with modern retellings, especially since I love Little Women. I'm all about the sisterhood, so it's like Pride and Prejudice, Little Women. I love a good story about how family can be so different and learn from each other and come together in times of need. So I'm so looking forward to this. I think this is like the most excited I've been for a retelling. I don't think that retellings need to get too complicated, so I'm hoping it's not that cray-cray. These are just the top 10 I'm most excited about for this first half of the year. Of course, there might be more books coming out in the later half of the year that have me going nuts. And of course, Mary Calmaine, my homegirl, has a few releases coming out, so be sure that your girl gonna hook you up with a review for that. June 12th is a big day for me. I have lots of books that I like coming out then, so I'ma need to seriously take a leave day on the 12th of June and just be like, reading is happening in this space. Respect that. Respect that. Let me know what you are looking forward to reading this first half of 2018. I know you're gonna read more, but just let me know what books you have your eye on, because I can always add more to my TBR. That's the great thing about Kindle. It weighs nothing except for your pocket. Ching ching, you know, money is a thing. It is a thing, but that's okay. Anyway guys, that's all for today. I hope you liked the video. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. I make new videos every Tuesday and Friday, and that's it. I'm looking forward to 2018 and kicking it off right. See you guys next time. Bye!